everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here we've got two teams who will look to their running backs if they want to control the pace of the game. It's Rob Kelly's Redskins going up against Jay Ajayi's Dolphins. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Thank you, Larry. It is a hot and humid afternoon as we get set for football in the southern part of the Sunshine State in Miami, Florida. A second ago, the Dolphin offense led out onto the field by their veteran quarterback, Ryan Tannehill. He and his mates in for a tough one as they get set to match up with the Washington Redskins. Hi again, folks, on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And as we all know, Charles, offenses today, they're driven by the passing attack. But Larry highlighted in the open a couple of running backs who might just disagree with that assessment.
Yeah, and sometimes, occasionally you get a game where running backs will match each other, kind of carry for carry on opposite teams. But for the most part, they focus on themselves. How many touches will they get, and can they create big plays for their own team?
And both of these guys, certainly more than 5-10 touchbacks. They're workhorses. The Dolphins' Andrew Franks ready to rock and roll, and off we go from Hard Rock Stadium. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So out comes the Redskins offense now onto the field. They'll be led out by the veteran quarterback out of Michigan State. The former Spartan, it's Kirk Cousins.
Forget the measurables. His temperament, which is so even-keeled, often masks a burning desire to win and perform. This guy takes it seriously when he lines up to play, and usually he puts on a nice performance.
This is the first carry for Rob Kelly, and he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
So second and medium, 2nd and 5 now. They'll go again with Kelly. Not much room to run. Just gets it to the 35 after showcasing his tough running. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. And a look at the starters for the Miami defense.
Cameron Wake lost his 2015 season to an Achilles tendon injury. You wondered, would he be able to make it back? Would he have the quickness? Would he trust the ability to drive off the line of scrimmage and rush the quarterback? It all came back for him in 2016. The rehab work, big, strong, fast, agile. Cameron Wake back to the Pro Bowl in 2016.
They'll try and run for it with Kelly. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
That was a terrific job by the defense stopping them on 3rd and short. But sometimes you get some visual cues from the offense because when they're going in short yard situations, you might see the offensive line come in tighter together, a little more shoulder to shoulder, trying to wedge a hole in the middle. They didn't get it done on that play.
And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Dolphins now as they get set to take over on offense. They're led out by their strong-arm quarterback out of Texas A&M. That's Ryan Tannehill.
And many believe that Ryan Tannehill is ready to fulfill his promise. Been in the league a little while now. Been through some ups and downs, some bumps and bruises, but the talent is evident. Can run it, can throw it, and I think now he's ready to be a great leader.
On first down, it's Tannehill. They set up the screen to Ajayi. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. He got 29 yards that time. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Okay, the starters for the Miami Dolphins offensively. Charles, who are we highlighting?
Got to highlight Jay Ajayi, their running back. Came out of Boise State as a 5th-round pick, but most people had his talent much more like a 2nd round. There were some medical concerns with the knee, but he can do it all. Run, catch, block. He's truly a 3-down back.
This is Ajayi. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. And here's the Redskin defense.
When we made the decision to magnify Trent Murphy, the reason I wanted to talk about him was this is a guy who has learned how to play the position, has grown into understanding what his body does best. Long-arm guy, gets his hands on an offensive player, and when he locks out and goes and makes a play, that's what puts him at his best.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Here's Tannehill. And it's caught by Parker. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Tannehill with a hook up to Parker for the Dolphin first. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did. Big-time
pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone. Because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. It makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Dolphins in possession of the football. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. Tannehill. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And a shake and bake by Ajayi. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
On 1st down, Tannehill. Toward the pylon, caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devontae Parker from 10 yards out. And the Dolphins are in for 6.
And that drive we just saw that culminated in a touchdown, exactly what many offenses are looking for. Sustained ones that can impose their will on the other team.
Now Andrew Franks on for the point after. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Dolphins. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Redskins offense now, they get set to take over here. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. Cameron Wake makes plays like that look simple because I think he plays with excellent leverage. Really does a nice job of being lower than the offensive guy trying to block him and gets underneath them and goes up and down the line of scrimmage to make those types of plays.
And kept him to a short run play there. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now Cousins. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's fourth down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. Here's Tressway now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken around the 12. Gets past one man. Nifty move. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. Time we'll pay a visit to Larry Ridley in Orlando with our EA Sports halftime report. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. They'll start out on the ground with Ajayi. A Miami first down, that one going for a gain of 11.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They run again with Ajayi. Room to run inside the 40. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi, 51 yards. And the Dolphins strike quickly here for 6 points. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Now Franks for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So 2 plays on that scoring drive. That's how they drew it up. And the long run into the end zone, and what a run it was. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And Reed with it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Cousins now on second down. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Now Cousins. And unable to connect on the long pass. It falls down incomplete. Jordan Reed was the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. And he comes back with one complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. From the red zone now, Cousins. This one caught by Crowder. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Cousins again. And this will be a dump off for Kelly. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt of it.
Now the hit comes, and Cousins lost the football. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a field goal here. They're still down, but they put a dent into that lead before the break.
And that's got to feel good, because now they've seen that they can put some more points on the board, and that gives them a whole second half to get back to where they want to be, and that's in the lead.
Following the made field goal for 3, Hopkins now to kick it off. Now to return it, here's Kenyon Drake. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Here's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Ajayi. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we send you up to Orlando, and with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Larry Ridley.
All right, Brandon, back to you guys in a minute. But first, it's indeed time for our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins are happy to be in front right. 2 more solid quarters. The Redskins didn't play their best, and they'll need to be at their best now to come back. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Now 1st and 10, Parker's going to haul in the pass, and that goes as a 10-yard touchdown. As they get out to a 7-0 lead. 1st and 10, they'll run it here with Jay Ajayi. And he'll take this all the way for a touchdown. As they move out in front, 14-0. Down to late in the first half, Reed's got the catch coming across the middle. And he ends up at the 19-yard line before he stopped on the play. Redskins would later kick the field goal. So that's it for us at the EA Sports Studio. We'll go back down to Miami for the start of the second half.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Jakeem Grant now to return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. Tannehill now, they give to Ajayi. Oh, shifty. Jay Ajayi's going to go. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jay Ajayi, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And it's 21-3. It only took him 2 plays there to find the end zone. The last one, the long run, getting him in for 6 points. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. So now we look at the Redskins offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They were trying to get it there to Josh Doctson, and that'll bring up second down.
And attempted a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Second down following the incompletion. give. This is Kelly. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. He only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Foreseeing completion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, Cousins. And he's got room. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. First down, here's Cousins. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Koamisi, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 15. From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is brought in by Pryor. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, and then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Following the fumble recovery, Tannehill. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Now it's Ajayi. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, he appears well on his way to another big game. You remember 2016, partner. He became just the 4th player in NFL history to have 3 200-yard rushing games in a season.
2 of them were back-to-back. Steelers in Week 6, Bills in Week 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. First down marker at the 31. It's third down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively. And
one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. Here's Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads. Bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. They'll try the air now with Tannehill. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding a good target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Franks to add the PAT. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. That time a 6-play drive. And it winds up in 6 points for the Dolphins. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Then the Dolphins getting set to go here. Now, these guys hardly got a chance to catch their breath after the quick turnover, but I doubt they're complaining much.
Especially get out there and get after them, because now you have an opportunity to make a big play. I'd say let's be aggressive and go after him.
And able to work his way down to the 16. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of run. Intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Now Tannehill. That's caught. It's Thomas. Time for a break. This one, all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They run with Ajayi. He spins free, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And now we've hit that stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time, he used to sing in this situation when this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This is one of our guys.
But she's singing, too.
Oh, she's at least...
She's on, like, the 5th tune at this point.
She left Scales way behind, but he used to sing something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it's capped off by a touchdown run by Jay Ajayi. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Second down, Cousins. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Cousins from the gun on third. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Here's Tressway now as he's on to punt for Washington. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line. So now here come the Dolphins. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit. I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Tannehill staying out there. They're going to go on 4th down. They snap it to Tannehill. Going deep here for Landry. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man.
Well, that last touchdown did nothing to affect the score here and who was going to win the game. But I know all of our fantasy friends were eagerly watching, and some people are dancing around happy right now.
Dustin Hopkins on now to add the extra point. And he gets it to go to make this a 35-10 score now. Here's Hopkins now out to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And now running right through it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Dolphins are winners here as we say so long from South Florida.